Hey there. You're here because you want to get right to the heart of something. Yeah. Cut through the noise and really understand.
That's exactly what we aim for.
So today we're doing a deep dive into this really powerful piece you sent over. It's all about resilience.
Mm.
You know, how we handle tough times, loss, failure, all that stuff, and maybe even grow from it.
Yeah, it's quite a reflection, and it starts uh, really intensely, doesn't it? Straight into that feeling.
Right. They thought it broke you. The loss, the
Yeah.
failure,
Yeah.
the betrayal.
They thought that was it, game over. It
Mhm.
captures that external perception, or maybe even our own fear, that a big hit is, well, final.
Totally. That sense of finality, but then bam, it pivots.
Right to you, the listener. But you.
Yeah.
You were never built to stay down.
I like that framing. It's not about learning resilience so much as tapping into something inherent, something already there.
Exactly. Like a fundamental part of you. And then it tackles pain head on.
Yeah, this line's key because pain doesn't define you, it refines you.
It's such a shift in perspective. Pain isn't just an endpoint or a negative label. It's transformative,
Like pressure making a diamond or
Yeah.
heat treating steel, that kind of idea.
precisely. The stressor actually leads to strength.
Oh,
It's not passive, though.
no, definitely not. The text emphasizes the action, the choice involved.
You felt the weight, you took the hit.
You looked rock bottom in the eye and stood back up. There's agency there. It's a conscious act.
It is, and why? What's the motivation?
Well, according to this piece, not because it was easy,
Yeah.
definitely not easy.
But because deep down you knew, this is how champions are made.
So it connects overcoming adversity directly to like achieving potential, building that champion mindset.
And then there's this almost counterintuitive idea about where growth actually happens.
Yeah, this really stood out to me. Growth isn't found in winning.
Right. We usually associate growth with success climbing the ladder.
But here it says it's found in wounds, in scars,
Wow.
in the silence where nobody believes in you, but you still move.
That's powerful. It emphasizes that internal resolve, moving forward even without external validation.
Those wounds and scars become badges, evidence of battles won, maybe.
Sort of, yeah. Proof of adaptation. Proof you got through it.
Yeah.
Which leads to the transformation part.
Okay, yeah. The alchemy, as you called it earlier.
Exactly. You turn the setback into strength.
The failure into fuel. I like that one. Failure isn't a stop sign. It's gas for the tank.
The breakdown into breakthrough. So these aren't just things you survived,
No, you actively converted them, changed their nature.
which means the you that went into the challenge isn't the same you that comes out.
Right. That version of you they counted out, gone.
Replaced by someone sharper, stronger, hungrier.
So it's not just survival, it's an upgrade.
You didn't just survive, you evolved. That's the core of it, I think. Evolution through adversity.
Okay, so if you've evolved, if you're stronger, how does that change things going forward?
Well, the piece suggests a new perspective on future tests.
So the next time life tests you, smile. Which sounds a bit intense, maybe.
Maybe a little. But the reasoning is solid.
Because you've already risen from worse.
It's about recognizing your track record.
Yeah.
You've built this internal library of proof that you can handle it.
And now you don't just rise, implying something more. Like you soar, maybe. Or you rise differently.
Yeah, maybe with more confidence, more skill. You know the process now. It's familiar territory in a way.
So wrapping this up, the main takeaway is pretty clear, isn't it?
I think so. Adversity, these setbacks, they aren't necessarily the end of the story.
Right. They can actually be the start of a new chapter, a stronger one. They're catalysts.
Exactly. Catalyst for some really profound growth and resilience.
So here's something to maybe chew on after this.
Okay.
Think about a challenge you faced, something that really tested you back then.
Mm.
Now, looking back, can you pinpoint how that specific struggle actually contributed to who you are now? To your strengths, your perspective?
Yeah, tracing that line from the difficulty to the present strength.
Exactly, because if you can see that, really see it, maybe the next time a challenge comes up,
Yeah,
you approach it differently.
knowing you have what it takes.
Yeah.
Because you've done it before. That
Right.
internal knowledge.
Yeah. Knowing you don't just rise, you evolve.